Hello, delectable damsels. Welcome to the enigmatic realm of the Sigma female, where silence speaks volumes and inner fortitude rivals that of a stealthy ninja. She's not your run-of-the-mill individual. She's a captivating fusion of mystery, resilience, and a touch of sass. But what unfolds when her presence meets a wall of silence from a man? What happens when he chooses the silent treatment? Does she give in to sadness, indulging in comfort food, and wallowing in feelings of rejection? Absolutely not. That's not her way of handling things. Instead, she turns that silence into an opportunity for self-expression and development. With tools like self-improvement, ambition, and unshakable self-confidence, she creates a work of empowerment, painting her own path to success. So fasten your seatbelts and prepare to be astonished as we embark on a journey into the dynamic and extraordinary world of Sigma females. Here, being overlooked fuels an unstoppable drive towards greatness. Hey lovely ladies, don't forget to hit the like button, drop your comments, and spread the word about this video, because I promise what you're about to discover will amaze you. So without further ado, let's jump right into our exploration. Number 1, she exudes self-assurance. When a man disregards, or in simpler terms, ignores a Sigma woman, it acts as a strong motivator to boost her confidence even more. It's like she's reminding herself of her own worth, regardless of anyone else's recognition. Instead of looking for validation from others, she naturally believes in herself and her abilities. This type of woman emits an aura of confidence that is palpable. She strides with her head held high, secure in her identity and abilities, without craving approval from others. Rather than feeling diminished by being overlooked, she views it as an opportunity to assert her worth even more strongly. For her, being ignored isn't a setback. It's a motivator to stand taller and showcase her brilliance. It's a personal challenge to demonstrate her greatness, not just to the world, but also to herself. She embraces her authenticity, unafraid to defy societal norms or expectations. Her self-assurance permeates every aspect of her life, whether it's excelling in her career, nurturing relationships, or simply carrying herself with poise on a daily basis. Thus, when a man fails to give her the attention she deserves, she remains unfazed. Instead, it ignites her determination to continue being the resilient, independent woman she is. The Sigma female knows her intrinsic value and refuses to let anyone else dictate her self-worth. She embodies the strength of being unapologetically herself, shining brightly regardless of external validation. That's the unwavering power of a Sigma female, resilient, self-assured, and utterly unstoppable. What a badass. Number 2, focused indifference. Picture this, yeah? You've got this Sigma girl, yeah? She's running her life like a boss, handling everything with flair and a killer playlist. But then, out of the blue, here comes Mr. Ignorant, treating her like she's just part of the scenery. Now some folks might get all bent out of shape or start blaming others, but not our Sigma sis. Nope, she's way too chill for that. Instead of diving into drama, she pulls off something clever. She taps into her inner boss babe. Think of it like this. Ignoring her is like hitting snooze on an alarm clock. Does the alarm sulk because you hit snooze? Nope, it just keeps ticking, ready to wake you up when you're good and ready. That's our Sigma lady for you. She keeps on ticking too. Her ability to brush off ignorance becomes her hidden strength, her ultimate advantage. While Mr. Ignorance is preoccupied with who knows what, she's actively enhancing herself as if she has exclusive access to the self-improvement club. It's akin to witnessing a transformation scene from a romantic comedy, except instead of a new look, she's honing new skills and pursuing her aspirations as if they're an elusive ice cream truck. And here's the most important part, my dears. She's doing it all with a wink and a smile, fully aware that her success is the ultimate revenge. So the next time someone tries to silence our Sigma sister, just sit back and enjoy the show. While they're hitting snooze, she's out there taking over the world, one fabulous step at a time. Number 3, she detaches elegantly. When a Sigma woman experiences being ignored or underestimated, she typically opts for a dignified approach. Rather than getting caught up in feelings of anger or grudges, she chooses to rise above and continue on gracefully. Seeking revenge isn't her thing. She's more interested in acknowledging her own worth and refusing to let someone else's behavior control her feelings. Rather than stewing in anger or dwelling on what might have been, she simply walks away, with her head held high. She understands that her worth isn't tied to the attention or approval of others, and she won't let one person's indifference shake her confidence. By gracefully distancing herself from the situation, she leaves the person to ponder what they've missed out on. It's not about making them feel guilty or regretful. It's about giving them the chance to realize what they've let slip through their fingers. But she's not waiting around for them to come to their senses. She's too busy focusing on her own growth and happiness to dwell on the past. If they ever decide to return, she'll be ready. Not because she's looking for approval from them, but because she's aware of her own value and won't accept anything less. In the end, her graceful distance isn't about proving a point. It's about respecting herself and refusing to let anyone dampen her spirit. That's true strength right there. Number 4. She flourishes autonomously. A Sigma woman thrives on her own terms. She's like a one-woman show, confidently navigating life without relying on anyone else for support. If a guy ignores her, it doesn't faze her. She doesn't even flinch because she's too focused on flourishing in her independence. She makes it crystal clear to the man that his lack of attention doesn't put a dent in her happiness or sense of fulfillment. She's perfectly content marching to the beat of her own drum, thank you very much. His ignorance, it's about as significant to her as a pebble on the sidewalk, barely worth a second thought. This kind of woman radiates self-assurance like it's her superpower. She's not waiting around for someone else to complete her or validate her worth. Nope, she's already whole all on her own, and she's not afraid to show it. Her independence isn't just a part of who she is, it's her defining trait. She's like a lone wolf, navigating through life with confidence and determination. And if a guy can't see that, well, that's his loss. Therefore, when a man disregards her or fails to appreciate her for the remarkable person she is, she doesn't invest her energy in trying to impress him. Instead, she continues to pursue her goals, enjoying her life to the fullest and demonstrating to the world her true brilliance, whether he acknowledges it or not. At number 5, achievement speaks louder than words. Success speaks louder than words, and for a Sigma woman, it's her most powerful ally. Rather than lowering herself to seek retaliation outright, she allows her achievements to speak for themselves. She doesn't waste time plotting revenge or engaging in trivial disputes. Instead, she focuses all her energy on thriving in every area of her life. Whether she's climbing the corporate ladder, pursuing personal dreams, or making positive changes, she's relentless in her pursuit of success. And when she reaches her goals, it's like dropping the mic. Her success becomes the ultimate comeback. She doesn't need to engage in arguments or seek validation from those who overlook her. Her achievements speak louder than any words ever could. It's a powerful statement of her worth and abilities. By focusing on her growth and accomplishments, she not only proves her doubters wrong, but also motivates others to follow suit. She's living proof that resilience and determination can conquer any challenge. Even if others underestimated her, she never doubted herself. She knew success was inevitable as long as she stayed true to herself and kept pushing forward. Ultimately, her triumph becomes her ultimate retaliation proof of her fortitude, resilience, and relentless resolve. With every goal she reaches, she quiets her detractors and reaffirms her place in the world. That's the impact of allowing success to drown out any words of revenge. Now, ladies, before we move on, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and join the Dynasty Damsels community. By subscribing, you'll gain access to a treasure trove of content, delving into Sigma female personality archetypes. Stay tuned for insightful discussions, empowering stories, and valuable insights tailored to the Sigma woman. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals and unlock the secrets to embracing your unique identity. Subscribe now and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment with Dynasty Damsels. Number 6. She works on self-improvement. Being ignored by a guy? No problem for the Sigma woman. Rather than letting it get to her, she views it as a chance to focus even more on herself. It's like adding fuel to her drive for self-improvement. She harnesses that energy and delves further into her passions, whether it's her career, hobbies, or personal pursuits, throwing herself into them with enthusiasm. Instead of drowning in self-pity, she's too busy sharpening her skills and becoming even more captivating in her own right. Every day, she's on a mission to level up and become the best version of herself. She's constantly pushing her limits, refusing to settle for anything less than excellence. And when she sets her mind to something, there's no stopping her. She's like a sponge, soaking up knowledge and experiences wherever she goes. Every setback only fuels her determination to keep pushing forward. She knows that the only way to truly grow is to face challenges head-on. And as she continues to invest in herself, she becomes even more irresistible, not just to others, but to herself as well. She radiates confidence and self-belief, understanding that her value isn't dependent on anyone else's perception of her. Thus, while being ignored by a man may briefly sting, she refuses to let it derail her. Instead, she channels it as motivation to evolve into a stronger version of herself. Ultimately, that's the most powerful retaliation, demonstrating to herself and others that she's unstoppable. Number 7. Choosing when and how to engage. When a Sigma woman experiences being ignored or underestimated, she frequently opts for strategic restraint rather than getting caught up in a heated confrontation. Instead of engaging in a verbal or emotional tug-of-war, she chooses a more calculated approach. She withdraws. For her, it's not about winning an argument or seeking revenge, it's about safeguarding her own emotional well-being. She understands the value of her energy and refuses to squander it on someone who fails to recognize her worth. So instead of wasting time and effort on someone who doesn't appreciate her, she redirects her focus towards those who genuinely value and uplift her. These are the people who see her strengths, cheer on her victories, and cherish her presence in their lives. By choosing to disengage from toxic or unfulfilling situations, she's not running away or admitting defeat. Rather, she's taking charge of her own happiness and refusing to let anyone else determine her self-worth. It's a strong statement of self-worth and self-care. She recognizes her own value, and she refuses to jeopardize it for anyone or anything. Ultimately, her decision to selectively engage isn't about severing ties or harboring resentment. It's about establishing healthy boundaries, respecting herself, and surrounding herself with positivity and encouragement. And that, my friend, is something worth prioritizing. Wouldn't you agree with me? Number 8, she embraces freedom. When a Sigma woman faces being ignored by a man, she embraces freedom with open arms. Instead of feeling trapped or seeking validation from his attention, she revels in the liberation of being unencumbered by his expectations. For her, his lack of attention serves as a clear signal to let go of anything that was holding her back. It's a moment of clarity where she recognizes that she doesn't need anyone else to determine her worth or validate her existence. With his ignorance acting as her catalyst, she embraces her newfound freedom wholeheartedly. She's no longer confined by the expectations or judgments of others. Instead, she's empowered to forge her own path and pursue her own happiness. This liberation isn't just about breaking away from him, it's about breaking free from any self-imposed limitations as well. She views it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Without the weight of his attention or approval, she's free to explore new interests, chase her dreams, and become the best version of herself. Every day becomes an adventure, filled with boundless possibilities. She's no longer afraid to step outside of her comfort zone and take risks. While his indifference may have sparked the change, her liberation is entirely her own doing. And as she embraces this newfound sense of freedom, she exudes a powerful aura of empowerment. She's a formidable presence, self-sufficient, strong, and authentically herself. While his disregard might have been a missed opportunity for him, her freedom is undoubtedly her most significant triumph. Number 9. Technologically skilled. When a man chooses to dismiss her, it could seem like he's underestimating what she can do. But the Sigma woman doesn't allow that to discourage her. Instead, she changes the narrative and transforms his lack of acknowledgement into an advantage. She views it as a valuable chance to demonstrate her genuine talents, not only to him, but to everyone else as well. Instead of dwelling on being overlooked, she redirects her energy into achieving success in unexpected ways. With a powerful blend of resilience and adaptability, she confronts challenges head-on, surprising everyone with her unwavering determination. His lack of attention doesn't hold her back. Instead, it ignites a fire within her, propelling her to push even harder, and when success comes knocking, it's a sweet victory, not just for her but for anyone who ever doubted her. Whether she's excelling in her career, mastering a new skill, or overcoming obstacles, she proves beyond doubt that she's more than capable of rising to the occasion. Her unexpected triumph serves as a powerful reminder that she's not to be underestimated. She's a force to be reckoned with, determined, resourceful, and unstoppable. So while being ignored by the man may have caught her off guard, her success is anything but unexpected. She uses his ignorance as fuel to drive herself forward, achieving greatness on her own terms. And in the end, it's not just about proving him wrong, it's about proving herself right. The Sigma sister doesn't waste her time seeking revenge or validation from a man or those who underestimate her. Ignored by the ignorant, she rises like a phoenix from the ashes, fueled by her own ambition and self-assurance. With every step she takes, she leaves behind a trail of success and confidence, demonstrating to the world that she's a force to be reckoned with. To all those who choose to overlook her while you're disregarding her, she's out there making waves and achieving greatness step by step. And keep in mind, her quiet strength speaks volumes, reaffirming the undeniable fact. You can't diminish her brilliance. You can only admire as she radiates more brightly than ever. Stay safe, damsels. We appreciate you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Dynasty Damsels community. Catch you at our next video.